to my channel, The Frugal Farmhouse, where I am now teaching classes for you virtually on the kits that you guys are buying. So tonight we are going to make the picture board sign, Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. I'm going to show you, since I'm so far away, what it looks like. It's probably backwards to you. I'm sorry. I'm obviously new to the YouTube world, but I thought this would help. I'm a visual learner, and I think and since I can't be with you at a class teaching, I thought this would help. I'm sorry if it's not. But anyway, okay. So let's get started. You are going to start out with, and I already did mine, but I'm just going to show you, I'm just going to walk through the steps, okay? So you are going to start out with, one second. Back. And my sawdusty garage. You're going to start out with a plain piece of wood like this, okay? You are going to want to paint, you're going to want to paint it white. I included a foam brush for you, and you're going to want to paint, and your edges too, your sides, white. 2 coats of white. Do a light coat first, a light coat meaning you can see the wood grain underneath, and then once that's dry, you'll do a second coat. If you do light coats and you let them dry in between, it takes a lot, it's so much quicker. It dries so much quicker than doing like a heavy coat and then another heavy coat. 2 light coats will dry in the time 1 heavy coat will. So that is a tip. So you want to paint that white. Once it's painted white, you're going to put down your vinyl. And it's going to look like this, okay? So here is my, I know this is like the least favorite part of the sign, but it does not have to be. I always pull from right to left, so you'll pull, and I literally stick it to my hand, and I just pull it. I pull it all the way down. I'm not going to pull this one. Okay, so once you have it, your vinyl, you are going to eyeball it, or you can measure it, but, and you guys, I put this one actually pretty much, I put it a little bit above half, although it just looks like halfway, doesn't it? I put it in the middle of my board, so then these can hang below it. So you're gonna put it down, put the vinyl down, and then you're gonna, you kind of, if you smooth it down, like put it down, position it, and then you just kind of smooth it down one direction. So it'll just kind of lay down if you smooth from one side to the next, instead of like smoothing this side and then going to adjust this side. Just smooth it down in one direction. Don't forget about your middles, like the middles of your O's, the middles of your E's. There's little middles in the F and the L. If you have an X-Acto knife at home like this, or a straight pin like for sewing, that is super helpful for laying down the middles, and at the end also pulling them up. Okay, so you have your vinyl down and you have all your middles in there. Now you're going to put a thin coat of Mod Podge. It'll be in here. In my other video I did, because you're going to have white paint too, and I don't want you to get them mixed up because they're the same color, is they obviously smell different. One smells like glue, one smells like paint. Don't go sniffing glue on me, but you're going to want to, that's how, and I'll have it labeled, obviously. for you, but I always just do that so I don't get mixed up. So you're going to take your little makeup sponge and you're going to take just a little bit of Mod Podge and you're going to go over those letters. Just a little. By a little, I mean it should be clear when you're putting it on that way. Let it dry completely. Don't skip that step. Let it dry completely. If you don't, you can, and you put the paint down, one, it can crackle, and two, it can not stick, and it'll pull up with the vinyl. So let that Mod Podge dry. All right, Mod Podge is dry. We are now going to paint it. I did Be Your Own Kind Of in gray and beautiful and black. You can do it however you want, but you're going to take that, you'll have another sponge. You're going to take the sponge, dip it in your gray, go over it. You might not need 2 coats. Just check. I always put 2 coats on, I guess. So just do light coats. Remember, that's important on your letters. Do a light coat. You should see white underneath. Let it dry completely and then do another coat. Let that dry completely, okay? So it's drying, completely dry. I'm now going to pull up the vinyl. It's kind of the fun part. You're going to pull up the vinyl, you're going to take your X-Acto knife or your straight pin, and you're going to take out the middles. Got all that? Perfect. Okay, so I hope I'm not going too fast. So you pulled up your middles. It looks amazing. If you have anything that bled underneath, the little tip of your makeup sponge works really well to fix those mistakes. So you can kind of go, you know what, and I'll probably put an extra one in there so it's clean or whatever. But you can just kind of correct the mistakes like that if it bled, but it shouldn't too much. Okay, so now on your board, if you noticed, I forgot this part again. You guys, I don't know how to edit, but I might need to go back. Or I'm just going to write sticky notes on your signs. Anyway, I'm not used to having the signs pre-drilled, but you are going to want to, when you start, your little pre-drilled holes will be further at the bottom because that's where we're going to hang our rope. So I'm going to write a little note in your kits so you do that right away. So scratch that part. You'll have already done that. So you'll see your pre-drilled holes. You are going to take your eye hooks, your little eye hooks, and you're going to screw it in to the sides. One here and one here. Then you'll have your piece of twine, and you're just going to tie a little knot, It's on there. Next, you got 5 little paper clips. That kind of looks weird. And you're going to put the clips on. And if you're like me, I don't have any printed pictures. They're all on my phone. Isn't that terrible? It's just too overwhelming to print almost 5,000. I swear, it says 5,000 on my phone. Don't get me started. I don't even know. But I found I wanted to do black and white anyway, and so I just printed them off on my computer or on my printer at home. So I just went through my phone and printed off 5 pics of my cute kid Sullivan. And I thought it turned out kind of cute. So, so just put those on. I don't want that one there. Okay, put all your pictures on that you got. then don't forget, you have an alligator clip in the back that you can put to hang. Once you have that on, you're done. You did it. Finished. Okay, I know that wasn't quite the same, but at least we kind of got to be together. And I know a lot of you are doing it together virtually. So I hope this video helped. I hope it wasn't too weird or awkward. I hope my instructions were clear and it helped you to get a cute finished product. I just want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for buying a kit and supporting me and my family and our small business during this tough time. I hope you guys stay healthy and safe, and I will see you all very, very soon. Okay, bye guys.